Welcome back to the Upper Echelon Podcast where we keep it real and we keep it jiggy over here. Because why? Because we ain't never ever scared. Hit that like button on your way in. Make sure that you hit the notification bell and also make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. That's very important. The like button is very important because it gets me in the algorithm. And make sure that you subscribe. Also, you see my Cash App is pinned at the bottom of the screen. Donations are appreciated, you guys. It helps me with remaining consistent and it helps me with the quality of my content. So if you would like to make a donation today to my channel, my Cash App is pinned to the bottom of the screen. Y'all, I got to thinking about something. Now I did watch, I watched Willie D's live this morning. And I don't know if y'all know Willie D, but he's a blogger here on YouTube. Very, very, very popular blogger, very large platform. And as we all know, Jamal White, the little boy that went missing from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, or that was kidnapped from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, was later found yesterday. So he was apparently kidnapped on the 11th. And he was missing up until the 12th. So he was almost missing for 24 hours. And apparently he was found. Now, to me, there's something fishy about this story, y'all. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a young lady that went missing. She was kidnapped. Carly Russell. Y'all remember the Carly Russell story? I feel like this is another Carly Russell situation. I'm going to tell you guys why. First of all, hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Hold on. Okay. I feel like this is another Carly Russell situation because I started thinking about it, y'all, and nothing makes sense. Am I happy that the little boy was found? Yes. But then I got to thinking, right? And I'm like, wait a minute. So let me show y'all the person that apparently is the kidnapper. This is who they went and apprehended. When I saw the initial photo, I said, is that a Hispanic person? Because all we see was the back of his neck. Let me show y'all his photo. African American gentleman. Let's see. Something ain't right about this, y'all. This is the guy here that apparently did kidnapping. Now, I'm positive that the Milwaukee Police Department is going to find out who this person is, but apparently this is the person that was apprehended yesterday. Now, this is what I'm finding funny about the situation. These are the questions that need to be answered. Now, yesterday, I already told y'all, they are going to have to come to when I say they, I'm talking about the Milwaukee Police Department and the parents are going to, because it caused such a big commotion, just like the whole situation with Carly Russell when she went missing. That caused such a huge commotion that they had to do further investigating, and they found out that she actually staged that kidnapping. But the reason I say that they're going to have to come out and say something is because we need to know, is this person a part of a larger kidnapping circle? Is this an operation? Is he a part of a gang, a crew? How did he know the parents? First of all, this is why this is weird to me. He's sitting outside of this is the guy right here. He's sitting outside of the house, right? Of the street that the little boy Jamal White lived on. Jamal White comes riding down the street on his bike. His father is riding alongside of him. They get down the street to a certain point. The car turns around and we can't really see what happens from there, but we can hear the little boy screaming. And we know that the little boy was probably, we know that the little boy at that point was put into his vehicle and he was abducted. A lot of theories are going around right now. Number one, why did this happen? Why? People, this does not look like a person that is going to be doing sex trafficking. I don't know, but just based off of what I'm seeing, this does not look like a person that is going to be doing any sex trafficking, or this looks like a local Milwaukee person probably. He looks around the same age or within the same age range as Jamal White's father and the mother. I believe that this was an inside job. I don't care what anybody, I know I'm going to have people in the comments from Milwaukee. I know the people that know the family going to probably be in my comment. It doesn't matter. Listen, if something doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. I need the Milwaukee Police Department to further investigate this story. Somebody get in contact with MPD and let them know that this seems to be a staged situation. I'm going to tell y'all why. Number one, okay, we already went through the stuff. So he gets kidnapped. The number one thing that's weird, the daddy is riding alongside the boy. I had to think about this overnight, y'all. This has been on my mind all day yesterday and all day after he was found. Because I'm thinking like, oh my goodness, because I have an 8-year-old. So I was very concerned. So I'm like, oh my goodness, thank you so much that boy done been found. But wait a minute. What are the particulars behind this story? Weird thing number one, the daddy is riding alongside the child on the way from the park. Number two, the man turns around and abducts the child. Number three, no ransom letter was written. No clear reason why the boy was taken. The parents say that they were not involved, or the family is saying that the parents couldn't have been involved in any drug activity or anything like that, or it had nothing to do with the parents. Number four, if a child is kidnapped, there must be a reason. Either the person is a pedophile or a pedophile. We need some back history on this gentleman, because either he's a pedophile, and if he's a pedophile, then that means that he has a history of it, and we should be able to see other things on his background. Is he on the registry? If he's not, then we're going to have to look into some other things. We have to see what the little boy said about what happened to him when he was with the man. Number three, so if you didn't do it because you were a pedophile, does he have a history of mental illness? If not, then we have to look into something else. We have to find out, did this man and the daddy or the mama have communication with each other? If a child is stolen or a child is kidnapped right in front of the daddy, that doesn't make sense. Because if you're taking a child because you have some sort of unhandled beef with the parents, first of all, if you're taking a child, if the beef is with the father, why not take the father out? He's right there with the child. Why hold the father at gunpoint and take the baby and leave if you have a beef with the father? That doesn't make any sense. If your beef is with the only other option is that the beef had to been with the mother. So is there something going on with the mother, or were all of them in on it together? Okay, so she's saying, so okay, boom, there we have it. I'm gonna drop my link. I'm finna drop my link. Lakeisha, you want to come up here? Hold on. Because I'm like, what the hell is going on? But here's the thing. This is the public speculating, though. When is the parents or somebody going to come out to let people know what happened, why it happened? So are the parents just going to sit there and not say anything? So if the mom knows that this person, Corey, is somebody that she was dating, and the person that she was dating went and stole the baby, why would she not come out and say something? Number five, the family is the one that called in and sent out a tip to the police. Let me show y'all. So the family tipped the police. So that must mean that the family knew this man, right? But why are they being so secretive about it though? Why not just say that? Yeah, we knew who he was. He was dating the let me see. Where is it at?
128 North 39! Come to the front door with your head up! Corey Williams.
Yeah, Fly High. That's the person that apparently took him. His name is Corey Williams. I just had somebody in the chat say that apparently the mom was dating this man, and I guess he went and kidnapped him on some, maybe he was mad at the mom, because a lot of people, like even me, I was speculating yesterday that the dad had like an unsettled beef or a drug debt or something going on there. But then I started thinking about it after he was found, and I'm like, wait a minute. Usually what they do is if the father has an unsettled beef or a drug debt, they usually get your kid if they can't get you. But he right there with the kid, so why take the kid when the daddy is right there? That I didn't understand that. That didn't make sense. Latae said a stalker maybe. No, they definitely, he wasn't no stalker. He definitely knew the family because the family is the one that called the tip in. How else would they know to go to this house? And matter of fact, they stated that somebody from the family called in the tip. That's the reason why the mom wasn't going crazy on social media. I told y'all that yesterday. Then I had people all in my comments. What did the mom got to do with it? No, what did the mom got to do with not? Of course she would. Maybe she's sad or maybe she's worried. And I'm like, nah, none of that don't make no sense. If you have a child that goes missing, you're gonna be got the least you. That's the least you do for a damn dog. Is put out a missing dog flyer. So you got a whole kid missing. You're not gonna get on none of your social medias and be like, my son is missing. This is the area he was in. This is what he was wearing. Here's the camera. You're not gonna try to your best to put out as much information as you can to heighten the likelihood of your child being found. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, you can be sad. Yeah, you're distraught. Yeah, but you still are gonna be cooperating with the police, putting out information on social media, spreading the word. The more word is spread, that's the reason why he was found so fast. Well, now I ain't gonna say that's why. I knew he was gonna be found anyway because everybody was talking about it. It was all over the place. And then also with technology and everything, you got a white Jeep Renegade with one headlight out, no plates at the time, in a residential neighborhood. All they have to do is track the cameras. That's all they had to do. So I knew he was going to be found. Thank God he was found alive. But that was the other thing that just didn't make sense. Why are these parents not on social media? The search party was at Carmen Park yesterday. I didn't see the parents there. One of the family members talking about she ain't known about it. This is something don't make sense, y'all. Nisha said, I love that you are on this case this hard. Something is, it's not. This is another Carly Russell case. The family need to come out and speak about what happened, how they know this man, because the family is the one that called in the tip. Got the whole community up in arms. Shaking my head. I knew the some it was strange. Let me tell you, right? I'm drinking my tea, y'all. Let me tell y'all, right? First of all, what happened, this is what I believe. Now, we got somebody in the chat say that the man Corey, the one I just had on the screen, he is the boyfriend of the mama or whatever. Quite possible. But how dangerous is, have you seen the boy daddy? The boy daddy looked like he a thug, right? I'm just gonna put it out there. He looked like he looked like he not gonna be out here caught lacking. You know what I'm saying? Like you carrying something, I'm carrying something too. He looked like that type of guy when you look at his social media. So somebody pull up on this man with a firearm and just snatch his kid, and the dude don't try to do nothing. I just don't believe that. I believe all three of them was in on it together. The new boyfriend, the baby daddy, and the mama. The reward was $50,000. It was a $50,000 reward at the time for calling in a tip or for finding the child. Just so coincidentally, the child had a $50,000 reward for any tip that leads to the capture of the person that kidnapped him and leads to the recovery of the child. Just so coincidentally, one of the family members called in the tip. So what? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Now they said that they was gonna come with further details, and I guess they did because they showed us who was apprehended. But the Milwaukee Police Department needs to investigate this a little bit further because this looks like another Carly Russell situation. Now I was born at night, but I wasn't born last damn night. This shit don't make no sense now that I think about it. Yesterday, I guess because the child was missing and you could hear his screams and it was so extreme and so terrifying that people weren't really looking at the particulars so much. People were just concerned about the boy being found. But now that he's found, I'm looking at the particulars because none of this makes any sense. Why would somebody that's out to get you or out to get the parents bypass the parent outside, following him? Why are you following him from the park in so you driving and he on the bike? Huh? If you go to the park to pick up your kid, or if you're at the park with your kid, or even if you see your kid outside, you mean to tell me you're not going to tell him to get in the car so you can take him home? So you just riding next to him? So I see my kid outside and I'm just going to drive there. It sounded to me like the daddy knew the boy was going to be kidnapped and he wanted to be there when the boy was kidnapped so that everything went as planned and the child didn't get hurt. Period, point blank. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I don't care about none of the family, none of you Milwaukeeans coming in here trying to tell me nothing. It looked like it was staged. Because that doesn't make any sense. They knew the man government name and everything. Corey Williams. What the hell? Let me see. like this is like a corny what's it called? Tyler Perry movie. This is a Tyler Perry production because this is not making sense. Happy Sunday, Upper and Chat. Hey, happy Sunday. Welcome in. Hold on, y'all. Welcome in. Something wasn't right when the parents didn't speak out. Yup. And the thing is, Milwaukee Police Department are going to make it their business to get to the bottom of it because how they were bashed. Yes. Yup. They were bashed. People were going public talking about how an Amber Alert wasn't put out fast enough, and it wasn't. But they were trying to. They really put the heat up under the Milwaukee Police Department ass. Now, one thing about the powers to be they don't like being made a fool out of. Now, they love being a part of creating the scandals, but they don't want to be a part of the scandal. So they were making them look bad. They was calling them out for not being on top of it like they should have been. Hell, everybody was calling their ass out. So now they're definitely going to look into it. And the thing that and this is obviously just my speculation, but I believe that this was definitely staged. And I also want to say that this reminds me so much of the Carly Russell situation where just nothing made sense. You know what I mean? Just nothing made sense, and we have so many missing Black people in the United States and around the world that nobody is concerned about, nobody is looking for. When you have a situation like this that seems suspicious, it's so bothersome because instead of somebody taking care of your stage situation, they could be using their resources to find other people that truly are missing in the area. But they're wasting their time trying to find this because it done turned into a high profile case because it's gotten so much attention and all of their attention is on it. None of this is making sense. Fly High said, I knew this was some nigga. They knew who kidnapped him and why. The story is always weird. Like, exactly, Fly High. Exactly. Just like I said. The boy, first, none of it made sense. Hold on, let me replay this shit. Hold on, let me show y'all something. I don't think it had nothing to do with it. I think this was a money thing. This was a money grab. He was found too quick, and it seems like they knew exactly where he was. Not only did they know exactly where he was, but they knew the kidnapper's name, government name. Corey Williams. Hold on, y'all. Look. Corey Williams. 2028 North 39. Step to the front door with your hands up. You have bounty warrant for your arrest. let me show it again. So this is the alleged boyfriend, Corey Williams. Now somebody just came in the chat and said the mom, she's from the area, and she said that's the mom's boyfriend or whatever. Here you go, funny looking ass. This is the guy here. This is Corey Williams. Now I'm not judging based off of looks or anything, but to be honest with you, he really doesn't. He doesn't look like somebody that just be out here kidnapping kids. I think it was definitely a motive. He must have known the mom or the parents or something. Let me just play this real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me play this real quick. I want to show y'all something. Just real quick. Let's pay now that the child has been found. Let's give this another gander, because kidnapper exposed. We got to know more about this guy. Now, I could be wrong. The parents may not know him, but I just don't believe that. I don't even care if they come out with, something else. This is him when he was found here. But let's go to this video because, like I said, regardless of what people are going to say in the comments or whatever, so on and so forth, you have to admit that these circumstances are rather strange. You have to admit this is weird. Hold on. So, y'all just put yourself in a situation, right? This his daddy right here. Hold on. Hold on. This his daddy right here. That's his daddy right there. His daddy right there. This got to be the dumbest shit. Hold on. Now that I'm thinking about it, because yesterday I was just like, hold on, y'all. Yesterday, I was like, now this is some crazy shit. The boy being stole for ransom or something like that. Either that, or they felt like the daddy wasn't going to pay the ransom unless his child. But if that's the case, just kill the daddy. I'm not saying that's what they should have did, but I'm just saying that's what they most likely would have done. So you mean to tell me, because that's what I'm thinking yesterday. So the daddy right here, they turn around, the daddy on the same street as the kidnapper. Seemed to me like the dad knew the boy was at the park. I don't believe the parents are together. Seemed like the daddy knew that the child was at the park. He was alerted that the child was maybe the mama told him the child was at the park. He drove to the park to meet the child at the park and said, hey, son, why don't you ride your bike back home? I'll follow you. Set up. Doesn't make sense. So you riding next to yours, because they said he had been at the park all day. So your son riding down the block, and you say, I'll just ride beside you, son. Just go ahead and ride your bike. Kidnapper is planted right here, waiting as if he knew the child was coming back from the park. Just sitting there, waiting. Seemed to me, and the daddy kept his eye on his son the whole time. The daddy wanted to make sure that the kidnapper here, in my opinion, this is all alleged. In my opinion, he wanted to make sure the kidnapper did not fuck up and harm his son in the staged incident. They had to have a reason why the daddy couldn't fight the kidnapper back, so he had to use a gun, but he wanted to make sure his son was safe during this kidnapping, so he had to be there. So his son is following him, or he's watching his son. As you can see, the Jeep didn't move for a minute. They need to take the daddy's cell phone. They need to dump that cell phone, and they need to dump Corey's cell phone. We need to see if these two people was in communication. Period, point blank. Oh, hell no. They need to see if these people was in communication. Nobody gets an award because that's pure bullshit, y'all. Was the reward granted to anybody? Because it was a $50,000 reward for any tip that assisted in the recovery of the child. So there was a $50,000 award. Do people actually get those rewards when they call in? I don't know, but it could have been. Could that have been a motive? Let me see. Because a family member, somebody else that they knew, someone else that they knew, ended up calling in a tip. So everybody here is connected. Folks are saying that this person in this white van allegedly is the mama boyfriend. The daddy riding down the street with the boy. Everybody know each other. Then a family member calling a tip. I'm like, what the hell? Y'all, Milwaukee, y'all need. Now these folks need to be ashamed of themselves for putting on this spectacle. Because they had me worried sick yesterday. Now it seemed to me like this is a whole family thing. The only person that wasn't privy and didn't know what was happening was the little boy. Now all of a sudden, okay, that's my cue to pull out and kidnap him. Like this is so obvious now that I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it like, wait a minute. See what they didn't realize. I'm gonna tell you right now. Oh, also, just to let y'all know, I'm finna do a members only. We gonna ride a horse in a minute. I'm gonna do a members only live. I need a sponsor for that live. So if anybody want to send a cash app, it's pinned at the bottom of the screen. And then I will go live. I will go live on members only after this. Because I'm thinking about riding a horse later on today. But I'm gonna tell you what it was. What it was, they didn't expect this thing to go because really it went nationwide for real. It really went nationwide. They didn't expect that boy to be screaming like, well, I'm sure they expected him to be scared, but they didn't expect that Ring camera to pick up on them screams and for it to hit the nation the way that it did. And so that's the reason why that boy was returned so damn quick. Come on, y'all. Let's be for real. Look at this one more time. Look, this shit looks set up. It looks staged. Now, yesterday, it didn't, because yesterday he was missing, and that's all I was thinking. But now that he's been returned, and then so-called the kidnapper is allegedly the mama boyfriend or something, everything is, and then allegedly the family called in a tip, and then also they go to the man's house and know his full government damn name. All of this is a setup. And I hope they get put on blast. I'm going to be watching for the Milwaukee Police Department to come forward with a statement on this, because something tells me that they're going to investigate and something further is going to come from this situation. Look, this is a clear setup. They need to dump everybody's cell phone. They did. They set that up. They set that up for reward money. That's what it was. A lot of people in the comments are saying, a lot of people in the comments, Latricia, this person in the comments. So if the father, this is the question that heard around the world. So if the father was in the sedan, When all of this took place, why would he not follow the person that took his son? Let's look at the responses. That's what I'm saying. I would have called police as I was following. Maybe the dad got out to help his son, and one of the kidnappers drove off in the no. That's not true. That didn't happen. Did nobody steal the daddy car? This is the neighborhood ring company. The dad was in a silver car. A lot of people didn't know that. Dad was held at gunpoint while it was happening. Yeah, but after they left, why didn't he get in the car and follow them with the police on the phone? After they left, he could have followed them with the police on the phone. You're just going to let somebody take your kid? I can see, okay, they're holding you at gunpoint. They take the kid. But then once then everybody's talking about it was all of these people. There's only one person that's been apprehended at this point, and we can't see what happened during the actual incident because this is the only viewpoint that we have. So we don't even know if anybody else was involved. That's just what people are saying, but we haven't seen anyone else involved in this situation. Why would you allow somebody to take your kid? Okay, they're at gunpoint, but now your kid and the kidnapper are both in the vehicle riding off. Why would you not immediately get in your car, call 911, and immediately follow this car so that you can keep track of where they are? That doesn't make sense. It says, right, the aunt is saying there was 4 armed dudes now too. I posted this story. So now the aunt is saying there was 4 people in the Jeep Renegade. 4 of them. Hold on. Somebody says, unfortunately, I don't think this is random. The vast majority of random child abductions of kids and toddlers, boys, are usually child molestation, PDF file related, according to the Department of Justice. And in this case, according to the parents and witnesses, the suspect was dressed like a young gang member wearing a black hoodie, ski mask, and a possible gang symbol tats on his hands. That's not the type that tends to randomly abduct small boys. So I'm guessing this is some sort of retaliation in regards to the parents. The child was clearly targeted. It doesn't appear to be random at all. No, it wasn't random. It wasn't random because everybody knew what was going on and everybody had the shit planned. It wasn't random at all. That's a fact. Good morning, Shari. Lakeisha said he didn't follow them because he knew what was up. The mother and father should be arrested at this point. No, I don't agree with that, Lakeisha. No, I'm going to tell you why. Because I feel that if this man, Corey, is the boyfriend of the mother, then the dad, the biological father, if he's not in on it too, then he should have followed them. Even if it is like a domestic dispute between the new boyfriend and the baby mama, that ain't got nothing to do with the dad, the biological dad. So once he's seen the man, whether it be the boyfriend or not, if he ain't had nothing to do with it, he should have followed him. You know what I mean? But as I said, I wonder if any other Ring cameras, we need to see some more Ring camera footage. Tempo said all of that talking they were doing is crazy. I said that too. Like, what is going on? What type of conversation are they having? Remember yesterday when they was talking and we were like, damn, what are they talking about? Because you can hear 2 men talking. And we were like, damn, what are they talking about? What is the conversation? What conversation could you be having with your kid's kidnapper for this long? Because if somebody kidnap your kid, you would think they're going to get straight in the vehicle. Boom. Take your kid. Boom. Skirt off. They sat up there and they had a nice little conversation. You could hear them talking. Everybody's saying that the family member is saying that car was the dad. The aunt made a post and said he was not alone. The dad was outside with him. Because, well, it was the cousin. Because Matter of fact, let me pull it up. She was getting angry because everybody was saying, "Oh, they let that baby outside by himself," and so the cousin actually said, "No, he wasn't by himself." Hold on, let me pull it up. Let's see. Exactly, Lakeisha. Both parents was quiet. Hold on. I said that yesterday. And I had a couple people in my chat. No, just because the parents aren't saying something, it doesn't mean anything, and so on and so forth. I'm like, nah, that's kind of weird. Shit, if I got kids, so of course I would be posting everywhere for them. But even if I got a cat. Even if I lost my cat, I would at least print out a couple flyers and hang them up. I would at least go on my social media. Hey, if you see this cat in this area, can you call this number? Damn, I mean, they ain't said not a damn thing. The only time that I saw a post on social media, I don't know if it was the mom or the dad, but it said my son was found safe. That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Um, so this say this is she updated it afterwards, but at first she just put he was not outside alone. He was taken at firearm point. Number two, the police failed to put out an Amber Alert after having all the information and ring camera footage for about 7 hours. The police probably thought it was staged. The police probably thought it was staged. They probably thought it was some bullshit. Number three, the Jeep in question had no place in tinted windows. Number four, this was not a parental dispute. Now, please shut the fuck up with false information and let's find the baby. I might need you to look into this a little deeper. Hey, is this a cousin? Or I think they said this was the cousin. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go look at the grandparents page. Let me look at the grandparents page. Jamal. See what they talking about. Oh, that was the mom. That was the mom. Paris Marie. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me just type it in. She ain't posted a goddamn thing the whole time he was missing. But as soon as he was found, she puts my son was found. My son is found. That's it. That's it. Yeah, somebody said, now can we get the backstory? She Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, I'm looking at the comment. I'm reading the comments because I'm like, yeah. She was way too calm to be honest. Not saying she had to prove to social media anything, but I'm just saying, no, I miss my kid, no nothing, but posted when he was found. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. Ah, shut up. Talking about ain't nobody business. What happened? Shut up. Yes, it is. We want to know what the fuck happened. Shut up. I hate people like that. It ain't nobody business. It is our business. You had the whole nation worried sick. We want to know what the hell was going on. I seen somebody say the plug the dad owed. Still want to know why. It's something bigger than social media knows. Yeah. Why did they try to take him? What was the reason? Did they catch the person that look, yeah, you late. Let me see. Ain't posted a damn thing the whole damn time. Let me go back. Let me see what the daddy talking about. This the daddy. He ain't even said shit. He ain't even said shit. He didn't even say my son was found or nothing. And mind you, y'all, these are people that are active on social media. These are people that are active on social media. These are not people that just don't really get on social media like that. So, you know, you like, oh, well, they're not social media people. Okay, you changed me. Yeah, I just seen that it was the mom. This guy right here, his last social media post was June 30th. That wasn't that long ago. What does he be saying? Hey, look at the comment. Look at his comments, y'all. Look at his comments, y'all. This person say, I'm confused. Why you ain't make no post about helping find your son? Yeah, you know exactly who did it. And I don't care what people say. I'm on her side with this one. That doesn't make sense to anybody with any damn sense. These people are celebrating for his son under a post that don't even have nothing to do with his son because he hasn't made a post about his son. He hasn't even made a post about his son. Somebody call the fucking police. Get these niggas. We need everybody phone dumped in the family because all of y'all niggas was in on this. I don't care what nobody sue me. I believe y'all was in on it. Look at this. Hold on. Look what people saying. People are so stupid too because what she said makes absolute sense. You are somebody that is a social media person. You're always on social media, always posting. But shortly before your son is kidnapped, maybe a week or so before, up until now, you make no posts. He says, okay, so this is what she says. Then Tiffany, this person in the comments, hold on. Yeah, this shit ain't something. Thank you, Spicy Brown. Yeah, you guys, if you can me your host with the donation to my channel, my Cash App is pinned at the bottom of the screen, y'all. Mom's ain't better. The baby's mom ain't made a post either. Stop being insensitive. Shut the fuck up. Ain't no insensitive. The shit don't add up. So shut up. Ain't nobody being insensitive. Nobody's being insensitive. The shit is weird. The shit is weird. And I'm gonna say it again. If people can make lost and found posters for their damn dog, you supposed to get your ass on social media. This is the biggest thing that you could utilize when somebody goes missing is social media. And you don't say nothing. There's other things that make people think that this is set up. Number one, the family is the one that called in a tip. Shit. Dummy. The family is the one that called the damn tip in, silly. Damn, these people so damn dumb. The family called in the damn tip. Knew his name, first and last. Let's see what he be doing. So he's a music artist. He's an artist. With all his drug money right here. Okay, let's go down. What else he be talking about? Somebody Somebody, let me see. I hope it wasn't someone that knows his parents. He's so handsome, you could tell he's well taken care of. Hope God is with him. I don't trust no one. It could be someone they know. Praying for his safe return. So these people are making comments under old posts because he ain't posted nothing. This is he has another kid too. So this is his other kid. Well, I think that's baby might be with a different person. Let me see. This is other baby mama. No, this ain't the baby. Wait. Oh, so wait a minute. It's not the baby mama. This is my cousin. So this is her cousin. So her story says, thank everyone who shares, search, posted. She made this post 14 hours ago. Posted flyers, word of mouth, nothing went unnoticed. My son is so loved. I can finally breathe through a mother's worst nightmare. Most importantly, God is real. She like, well, that's over with. I mean, what's going on here? What's going on here? She like, well, let me at least make a couple posts about it. She made a couple posts in her story, and now she done moved on to other things. Now she like, oh, okay, that's yesterday's news. Do you know I would be talking about that shit for months on end if my son had went missing, got kidnapped by some PDF file, and they found him. That's a story of a lifetime. That's something I would never forget. That would have changed my life. That would have changed my life. It doesn't even matter that it was only 20, it wasn't even 24 hours that he was missing. Your son was kidnapped at gunpoint. That would have changed my whole life. It really would have. I would never be the same again. I'd be posting about it all over social media because that's all I would be thinking about. But she posted memories of when she was turning up. What's going on here? It's like she threw in them guns. Let me throw in a couple. I did. You know what, Bullseye? I just read that. It's not on her side right now. Trust me. Milwaukee is not on her side right now. Thank you, Spicy Brown. That's the promoter that was just killed Friday night. Oh, okay. I didn't know anything about that. But what the hell that got to do with anything? She worried about a damn promoter. Her son was just kidnapped at gunpoint. I won't be rest in peace to him. But you should be worried about you fucking worried about the wrong shit.
Hey, Tweety said it's his birthday every day, right?
Is his mother a street person, Lakeisha? Is she like one of them women that's always outside? She posting about the damn promoter that was unalive. The promoter was unalive. She made 3 posts about the son, and now she over that shit. Now she talking about the promoter. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. They are young. They look young. They look relatively young. Let me see what Draco said about it. Let me see what Draco said. Y'all know I follow Draco on Facebook. She's like my favorite true crime person. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at an email. Okay. She left it at that. Said he possibly was found. Uh, this was, like I said before, this kind of reminds me of the Carly Russell situation. Oh wait, I was wondering. Oh wait, this is the other channel. I was wondering what happened to my. Yeah, this is my Upper 2U channel. You're probably a mod on the at Upper Reloaded channel. You probably a mod over there. So let me pull this stuff down, y'all. I don't know if you guys heard about. We'll touch on that again if anything else pops up. But I definitely just needed to go ahead and come live and just let y'all know something ain't clean in the buttermilk with that damn story. And hopefully the Milwaukee Police Department is able to get to the bottom of it. Because if they really sat there and deceived the public like that, that's wrong. Now, let me pull up this story, you guys. I don't know if y'all heard about the Manny Collins story, but it's a teen that went missing out of Minnesota. Let me pull up his picture. Okay, he was recently found unalived. Okay, he was recently found unalived. We're going to get into a little bit of this story. Darn, I just wanted to get a, let's see. Okay. Give me a moment. Okay, so here is Manny. Here's Manny Collins, a 16-year-old that went missing out of Minnesota. The Columbia, and he was recently found unalive, but we'll get into the story. The Columbia Heights Police Department and Anoka County Sheriff's Office are requesting the public's assistance in locating Jordan Collins Jr., commonly known by his nickname Manny, age 16, Columbia Heights, Minnesota, was last seen May 8th, 2025, near 4900 block of University Avenue Northeast, wearing a white ribbed tank top with red, black plaid pants. He was 5'8", 140 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. Now, this is the initial request for public assistance due to his disappearance that was put out in May. Since then, he has been found. Since he was last seen, there has been no known phone or social media activity, so on and so forth. Okay, so this kid, 16 years old, went missing in Columbia Heights, Minnesota. He was recently found unalived. Okay, let's go ahead to this. Go up a little bit. So turns out that the father was actually charged in his unaliving in Columbia Heights. Okay. Authorities have charged Columbia Heights man with second-degree unaliving after his 16-year-old son was found unalive weeks after going missing. Kind of a gruesome detail, you guys. Unfortunately, oh, I had it wrong the whole time. Oh, that was you. You had made it. Okay, it's okay. It's all right. So listen, y'all. So let me go back. Oh, kind of a gruesome detail, y'all. It's not. I'm looking at the comments too. This is my cash. Y'all got me questioning what my damn cash app is. It is 19. Yeah, it's 1987. I think Spicy Brown just made a typo or something. I think Spicy Brown made a typo. But so if you guys want to donate, it's 1987. Okay. Though whether or not the donations come in or not, that'll really kind of, I guess, determine whether or not I'm gonna do my I'm supposed to be doing members only after this, but we'll see. It depends on, if I get any donations or not, because I don't know if I want to do. I did one on Friday, and I'm doing one every Friday, but it is kind of somebody I wanted to talk about, but we'll see. It depends. So this young man was actually found decapitated, and y'all know what decapitation is, which is crazy. Jordan Collins Sr., who's the father, was charged in a knockout. I be thinking about this stuff like, how does somebody do this type of shit to their own kid? Let alone a human being at all, period. But to your own child, this 16-year-old child was found decapitated. Um, wow. And made his first court, and I hope I don't get dinged for saying that, but whatever. His first court appearance is Wednesday morning. Authorities said his son, Jordan Collins Jr., known as Manny, was last heard from on May 8th. The teen's remains were found in late June after an exhaustive search of Elk River landfill. This is crazy. The criminal complaint. I'm gonna play the mom's plea to the public in a minute. The criminal complaint alleges that Jordan Collins Sr. unalived Manny, with an autopsy reportedly finding evidence that the teen had been the D word. Okay, head removed is what that is. Okay, Jesus Christ. Authorities seized several knives from the father's apartment. What type of crazy shit, y'all? Authorities seized several knives from the father's apartment, and the complaint alleges that bloodstains found in the apartment matched Manny's DNA. Authorities were able to use GPS data kept by Waste Management to determine where garbage collected from the dumpster outside of Jordan Collins Sr.'s apartment was dumped in the Elk River landfill and pinpoint the search. That led to the eventual discovery of Manny's remains. Court documents do not offer details on a possible motive. Jordan Collins Sr. was arrested Monday. He allegedly claimed on several occasions he saw his son leaving his apartment to go visit a relative in St. Paul, though authorities said he gave different dates. Collins remained in custody in the Anoka County Jail as of midday Wednesday. A judge set bail at $2 million with conditions. Prosecutors said that they'd seek an aggravated sentence if Collins is convicted, citing his close relationship with Manny and the particular cruelty of the alleged crimes. He's due back in court August 4th. Manny's mother, Ashley Berry, had pleaded with the public for help finding her son in the weeks he was missing. She told KARE 11 that Manny was a caring person with an old soul and an unforgettable smile. An online fundraiser started by Berry to help in search for her son was nearing its goal as of Wednesday afternoon. So she can probably use those funds for his burial. This is sad. So he's such a handsome kid too. Let me see. Where is the video where mom was? Let's see. Black people, everybody. I feel like right now, for some reason in society, just everybody is snapping. I don't know what is going on. I don't know if this is I don't want to just say but I don't want to say just black people, because it's a lot of people that are kind of just losing their minds. But what I will say that I agree with Fly High is that I'm seeing a lot of reports of black people doing things that they're normally not reported to be doing. Like we hear, and I hate to say that because it sounds so terrible, but let's just keep it real. Certain races are known for certain types of crimes, right? And that's just the truth. You can even look up the statistics of certain types of crimes go with certain races are committed by certain races, right? Like for instance, when you see a little white kid with bifocals on and a comb over, you're gonna say they look like a school shooter, right? Because that's what they be looking like. I mean, it's just the truth. But like just recently, I just read a story where ex-girlfriend come in and pew her baby daddy in the barbershop. And this guy was very big on social media. Somebody asked me to do a story about him, and I'll think about it. I need to find the time to do a little bit more research, but he had like a big, very large platform on social media where he helped with credit repair. And so, yeah, like, I don't know. I just think that it's kind of, I don't know what's going on, what's in the water, but all I say is I know exactly what Fly High is saying. I'll say that. I know what Fly High is saying without sounding racist. You know what I mean? It's just the truth though. But let's get into, let's see, where is it at? Because I wanted to play this clip. Mother, okay. This is so sad and unfortunate. You think that your child is going to be safe with their father. You know what I mean? At least, you know, it was another story like that where the court ordered for a joint custody for both parents. And the dad picked up the kids on his day for the kids, or picked up the kids for his day. What am I trying to say? Picked up the children on his visitation day. Y'all know I be getting tongue tied. So he picked them up, ended up unaliving all three. This is three little white girls. Ended up unaliving all three of the little girls, and he's been on the run ever since. I think his last name is Deck. His name is. I did a story on him too. His name is Decker. I forget his first name, but Decker, Decker. He's still somewhere out there running around in the woods. He done unalived all three of his daughters after he got his daughters on his day. He unalived them, and he's been on the run ever since. I mean, you know, let's play this.
The mother of a Twin Cities teenager allegedly murdered by his father is calling for justice in the death of her son. 16-year-old Manny Collins had been visiting his father in Columbia Heights in early May. Nearly 2 months later, investigators unearthed the missing teenager's remains in a landfill. His body had been decapitated. Ashley Berry says that she texted her son about his allowance the day he went missing.
I texted him about that, and he responded back, and he said, "Mom, I love you, I appreciate you, thank you, and I'll see you soon." That's the last text message at 4:02 a.m.
On Wednesday, Jordan Dupree Collins Sr. was charged with second-degree murder.
He kind of looked like, I don't know, he kind of looked like one of them people that be, I be trying to be politically correct, but let's just say this. He looked like he owned a bodega. He looked like he owned one of them corner stores. He looked like one of them people. He don't look, I don't know, but he doesn't look African. He looked like
investigators say that they caught Collins.
Like, yeah, like he owned one of the
ones with cash and plans to skip town. They have not revealed a motive in this case.
No motive.
People have also that were from 10 years ago. They were petty offenses, and the administration is targeting them too.
I don't know who he is, but let me pull this down. Let me see what my comments are saying. Thank you, Terry, for that cash app. Shout out to Terry. Let me see what you said, Terry. Hold on. For your appreciation. Thank you, Terry, for your appreciation for your supporters. Thank you. Lachelle said never scared. I know that's right. Thank you for that cash app, Lachelle. Damn, y'all. I want to ride a horse today, but I don't know if I want to. For my new subs, y'all need to go ahead and get y'all memberships, because I said moving forward, if it has anything to do with like negativity or going back and forth with the folks in this sector, I'm gonna do that on my members only, because I don't need everybody seeing that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do it in my members only. I want to keep, my channel focused on what my channel is focused on. But if I need to respond to somebody or something like that, they're gonna have to buy a membership to see it. So yeah, I might ride a horse. I don't know, because they're not giving too many details about that story. So they just said that it was second degree. And the only reason why I could think of why it would be second degree is because it wasn't premeditated. So they must have come up with some sort of evidence showing that it was a crime, a heat of the moment type of situation, or it wasn't premeditated. But that they must, for them to not charge him with first degree, they must have some pretty strong evidence that it was not premeditated. Maybe there was an argument. Maybe they pulled phone records. Who knows? But according to them, it wasn't premeditated. Lachelle said, "Not you gonna?" Yeah, I think so. I think I'm gonna go ahead and gallop on me a good old horse this afternoon. I'm definitely gonna my members only is definitely gonna be probably like around 1:30 or 2. 1:30 or 2, yeah. My niece works at the barbershop. Oh, for real? I was there at the time. What? The girl told her and the others. Really? Ooh. Can your niece come on my platform? I want to hear I want to hear her firsthand account. Lachelle's, let me know. I want to hear her firsthand account on what happened on that day. If she want to come up, I'm gonna probably cover that story on either not tomorrow, but on Tuesday. Is it? What you talking about? The story of the guy from? Let me pull him up. Hold on. The guy from the barbershop. Damn. Hold on. They weren't married, right? And I think they had a kid together too. This is him right here. Let me see. Wait, is this? What was his name? Hold on. He was the CEO and entrepreneur of Credit Champs Repair. Very, very large. Hold on. Did he break up with her or something? I know they had a kid together. Let me see. Hold on, you guys. Let's see. His ex-girlfriend, baby. Hold on one second, y'all. His ex-girlfriend, baby mama, walked into a barbershop, unalived him while sitting in the chair, and then they actually said that she left out, like she did it and she tried to leave. And then as she was leaving, she saw the police pull up. And when she saw the police pull up, she went back into the barbershop and she unalived herself. I mean, with a car like this is the car that he drove. Credit repair. This is the car that he drove. I mean, you can't hide from somebody with a car like that. You know what I mean? So it's very easy for her to figure out where he was. I'm just saying. The Arlington community is reeling after what police are calling MS, which y'all know what that means, an unaliving / S word, inside a busy salon left 2 people unalived on Thursday morning. According to the Arlington Police Department, officers were dispatched around 10:15 a.m. to the salon and spa gallery on South Cooper Street after multiple 911 callers reported gunshots inside the business. When the officers arrived, they found a 37-year-old man identified by local reports and social media attributes as Todd Austin, seated and suffering from multiple pew wounds. Paramedics pronounced him unalived at the scene. Austin was the well-known CEO of Credit Champs, a company that helped clients repair credit and secure funding. Many in the community referred to him as a credit guru who took pride in helping others build financial freedom. Investigators say the shooter was 37-year-old woman believed to have previously been in a relationship with Austin. Witnesses told police that oh, y'all, when y'all be doing that now, when y'all do that, you know when I'm on Facebook, it's gonna pop up now. Seated and suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, pyramid. Oh shoot, I read that part already. Um, in relationship with Austin. Witnesses told police she entered the salon, opened fire on Austin as he was getting a haircut, then briefly left the building before returning and turning the weapon on herself. She was transported to a local hospital where she later passed away. Police stressed that this appears to have been a targeted incident stemming from a prior relationship between the two. Several other people were inside the salon at the time, but no one else was injured. At this point, we do believe they had a previous dating relationship, said Arlington. Duh. Then they had a child together. This was not a random act. There's no ongoing threat to the public. Detectives are continuing. See, this is what police are supposed to do. I hate to be jumping back and forth to the story with Jamal White, but this is what the police are supposed to do. They're supposed to put out a statement. They're supposed to explain what happened, and they're supposed to say there's no further existing threat to the community, or there may be an existing threat to the community. That is the responsibility of the police department, because the people in the community may be concerned that this is something that is going to be a string of events and not an isolated situation. So I'm still on their ass with that shit that happened in Milwaukee. The police need to come out with an official statement, just like they did here in Texas. This is an isolated incident. There's no longer any threat to the community. That's what needs to be said. And if that's said, then we already know what it was. But detectives are continuing to investigate the exact motive, combing through surveillance video and interviewing witnesses. They have not officially released the woman's identity, though some social media posts have circulated unverified names. Austin's unaliving has sparked an outpouring of grief from the family, clients, and business associates who described him as a dedicated father and entrepreneur, passionate about credit, education, and generational wealth. Yeah, I see a lot of people knew him. Oh, you did that? Oh, you did, Spicy? Y'all, I get so many inboxes a day. I got a lot of stuff to go through. Okay? I'm gonna look at it, Spicy Brown. The blunt truth says something in the air stinks. Yep. Word on the street is she found out he was DL with that. He was DL with that demon. I don't know how true this is. What? Karma's a motherfucker said, I saw in the comments on another CC channel that's not in the saga, the things that is coming out about him, Upper. I will tell you in your inbox the reason she did it. Hey, Upper, I came out the bushes to say allegedly he gave her what? What? Honeybee source stated her friend said he hold on. Who said they gave me the story? Hold on. Let me pull this down. Damn it. I was trying to get off of here. Hold on. What? He gave her HIV. What? And they had a baby together though. Let me see something. She crashed out. Thank you, Spicy Brown.
getting his haircut. A dude was getting his haircut, and a woman came in and shot him. And while he in the chair while he getting hurt.
Officers started canvassing the salon and found a 37-year-old man who was a customer dead with multiple gunshot wounds. A motive is still unclear, but police say they have learned that the two were previously in a romantic relationship. Now, no one else was hurt, but the witnesses inside were clearly shaken today.
In the heart of Dallas, Texas, lived a man who seemed to have it all figured out.
Pull up to support and meet people that's trying to win just like you. Let's go.
William taught people fix their credit, how to build their financial.
Who said that he was on the down low? He got 9 kids. Somebody I met, and also she was suing him for stealing her credit business idea and putting a restraining on. What? Wait a minute, how long has he had the credit business? Y'all putting too much on me at once. Wait a minute, hold on. So he done gave it, so allegedly, he gave her HIV, stole her credit business. What? And the plot thickens. What is going? How are we supposed to get the information on this, y'all, though? Because both parties are deceased. The only thing that we can get at this point is word of mouth from like other people. But rest in peace to him, and prayers for his family and his kids. I didn't know he had 9 kids. This is the guy, Todd, what is it? Todd Austin, that was unalived in Texas, in the barber shop. His baby mama, they say an ex-girlfriend, but it looked to me like they had pictures and she was pregnant in the picture. So I believe that's his baby mama. So his baby mama came to the barbershop. According to somebody in my chat, their daughter was there at that time. And her daughter is saying that the woman actually instructed everybody to get out of the barbershop as she was holding him at gunpoint. She pew-pewed him several times and unalived him. She attempted to leave out of the barbershop, but the police were quickly pulling up. And as soon as she was getting ready to walk out of the barbershop, she noticed the police pulling up and she walked back in. When she walked back in, she then pew-pewed herself. And that's what happened. Now, there's several speculations and rumors behind why she did what she did. Some people are saying he was cheating. Some people are saying that she was angry because he broke up with her. You have some people saying that he had actually stolen her credit repair idea, and was profiting big time off of it and broke up with her. And then you got some people saying that he actually gave her HIV. All of these things are alleged, and I have no idea how true any of this stuff is, okay? It's sad because can't trust these men. They want the front and the back from who? Ew, not the dookie shoot. I know she had a baby with him, but then she got an older child too, because they got a picture where together, her and him. Let me see if I can find it where it's now I ain't gonna show that because the minor's in the picture, but there's an older child with them. So I assume that was her child. And also he was allegedly sleeping with his clients as well, so they need to get tested. Oh my, he was sleeping with the clients? But yeah, I gotta get off of here you guys. I've been on here for a little over an hour. So I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna come back as soon as, because I would assume that the police are gonna make a statement about the Jamal White situation. So I am gonna come back to give you guys an update on whatever the family says, whatever the police end up saying about what really happened in that situation. I'm going to come back and keep you guys updated and give my commentary on it. We had a great build today. And I'll also keep you guys updated about the Manny Collins story, the situation where the teen went missing in Minnesota, and it was discovered that the father had actually been the one to unalive the child. So as soon as his court docs come out, we're going to cover that as well. So thank you for looking at some of y'all comments. Thank you guys for joining me today. Make sure on your way out. So these men out there, someone in my hometown that has 11 children and it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So what? That's crazy. The number of children means nothing. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I see what you're saying. You saying he the alphabet. That was an interesting way to put it. Okay. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. I really would appreciate that. I would really appreciate if you guys do not forget to hit the like, because that puts me in the algorithm. Also, hit the notification bell, because I will be live either tomorrow or Tuesday with a public live stream. So make sure you hit the notification bell. And then I'm also going to be doing a members live later on today in a few hours. So let me drop my let me see. Hold on. Let me drop my members link just in case, because I know I got some new subs. Just in case y'all don't have it. My membership is $3.99. So grab your membership. One thing about my channel, for any of my new subs that are in here, one thing about my channel is I haven't been doing a lot of members only content. So I'm just starting out trying to offer more content, because if people are going to be paying for it, I don't want people to be paying for my membership, because a lot of my supporters will pay for it every month just to support me, but I don't really provide a lot of members only content at all. So I had to like have a sit down with myself and be like, come on now, these people paying for a membership, you got to offer something. So moving forward, every Friday, I'm going to be doing a members only live at 8 p.m. Central Time, every single Friday. If I have to reschedule and do it on Saturday, I'll let y'all know. But for the most part, it will be every single Friday. It's only $3.99. Let me see if I can put this in my chat. So, but even though if you can't afford my membership, that's cool too, because as you can see, I do offer a lot of public content as well. I actually offer more public content than I do members only. Let me drop my link in the chat real quick, y'all.
One of my biggest
control. Okay, so there's my link right there. So if you guys are interested in my membership, if you want to be a part of the, I call it the Echelon VIP Fridays. Again, there's the link. It's $3.99, and I will be live members only every single Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time today. Now, I may do other members only stuff like today. I'm doing the members only because we finna have some fun for a few minutes. About 30 minutes to an hour, and talk about something, but that's just off the whim, random. So if I do offer other lives members only, then I'll do that, but for the most part, it'll just be on Friday. Let me see. Okay, you guys, I'm getting ready to go ahead and get off. I will see you guys later on. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your monetary support, cash apps. Those of you guys who did not send a cash app or were unable to donate monetarily, thank you for your view, and thank you for your participation in the chat. All right, y'all. Peace. See y'all soon.